You're not doing it? You're the deputy mayor until the end of the meeting.
Okay, you know the agenda though, so you might as well go over it. If you want, if you really want me to do it, I can.
I would prefer you that.
Okay, all right, welcome everybody to our first organizational meeting of the year. First we'll go over the agenda items, and then I know we have some consent to discuss. The first one is the resolution adopting regular minutes. These are the first minutes you did, Stacy, right?
No, I didn't do the
Emily did
minutes.
those?
Emily did the minutes. I'll do them tomorrow.
Any concerns with those? All right, thanks. The next one is is sponsored by the mayor, and it's regarding a memorandum of agreement with the city and the Superior Officers Association. So
Yes,
we've had a few different versions of it. So if you could walk us through that, that'd be great.
yes. Well, tonight we're going to be hopefully approving this resolution, which will give our police chief the ability to appoint a deputy chief to the position. We've selected the deputy chief, Sal Magna, will be our new deputy chief of police. Sal's I don't have to explain to you guys, you've known Sal all during your tenure. He's a great cop, and this is a way for us to provide him with a career path, which to keep him in our city, and we're real excited about it. So if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer.
Mayor, do we need a resolution to appoint him, or that's your,
It's going to be an appointment made by Chief Spencer.
so we don't need a resolution?
No,
Okay. Is the salary negotiated by Chief Spencer or by the city? Is that something that
the
needs to
salary
be
has
in the
been.
MOA?
Did we send that to you?
Well, it's not in the MOA. I didn't know if that's where that goes.
I'm sorry. I thought we did send that. Didn't we send that?
It was sent to me this morning and I
Okay.
sent it to everybody. It's at the end. It's right here. Right there.
Okay, the memorandum of agreement, do you have this?
Yes.
Okay. And it's lists the salary. No, it does not.
Louise, you have that?
I have it. I just didn't bring my computer with me. But you did not get the email on the salary.
I can answer that.
I know what the salary is.
The framework, yeah, it's already in the existing collective bargaining agreement with the Superior Officers Association.
Okay.
So the salary's there. And
So it wouldn't need to be in here. That
yeah,
makes
there's
sense.
no changes to the already agreed
It
upon.
will be, it's gonna be $134,000, and a few more. I just don't have I think it's 056, and that's based upon the agreement, the contract,
agreement and his years of service.
and his years of service. In the difference with what Sal will be doing moving forward and what he's been doing in the past is he will not be working the amount of overtime that he's been working as deputy chief. He will be only working overtime when Chief Spencer approves the use of overtime. So in effect, if you look at what Mr. Magna made last year versus what he will make now, it's actually less money because he spent a lot of overtime hours with the city. But the benefit, of course, I'm sorry, Michelle, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming back.
Michelle. You got it.
Stacy did.
Thank you, Michelle.
Stacy, that's so
Thank you.
nice of you, so
You're the
nice of you,
best.
thank you.
Okay. Well, so that makes sense that it's in the structure already.
It
So
is
that's
in
why
the
it wouldn't
structure
need to be
already,
in
that's
this.
why it's not in the
Gotcha.
resolution, that's why there's no resolution to hire
Mhm.
the deputy chief. But I believe, Chief, would you like to add anything?
Just-
Any questions for the
Yeah, any
chief?
questions?
Be happy to answer them.
One more question I have is, do you expect to fill the vacancy quickly, or is there a
Yes.
test that's needed?
I will fill it immediately with a provisional appointment, and then I have talked with civil service. The window has closed on the test for this year, but I will call for it next August when it's released, and then it will be the following March.
Okay,
That's the set schedule by the state civil service.
but you'll have Mr. Magna as a backup if needed for
Yeah,
that
he'll be
position.
acting in that
Okay.
for the time being.
Any other questions? Be happy to answer anything here.
That makes sense. It makes sense that it was part of that structure, so
Yes.
great. Anything else on that? Excellent. The next one is the resolution authorizing the sale of city-owned properties from the property disposition Committee. It's sponsored by Mayor Sinquani. I don't know if Chief Agresto wants to chime in on any of these. We always catch you as soon as you walk in the door with these.
It's intended that way.
Get here earlier, my friend.
5 Orange Street's a 3-family. It's been vacant for quite a while, but we do have high hopes for it because it has a nice big lot next door. 9193 Brookside has also been vacant for over 10 years. Same with 9 Mechanic and 13 McDonald. Was originally on a demo list about 4 years ago. Needed a special machine because of the height of it, but changes in the economy have now made that house salvageable. So
All right.
there's a lot going on around with the properties on the legacy program. You
Yeah,
guys know,
we're moving on legacy.
Division, Arnold Ave.
Division looks good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've asked the city assessor to prepare a report documenting the total proceeds our city has received from sales of city-owned properties, and also what that has meant to our tax rolls in terms of how much we're generating from these homes that were scheduled for demolition that have now been rejuvenated and are now back on the tax rolls, and also how many apartments. So I think that's information that we need to share with the council and the city, just to show you, to me, the Property Disposition Committee has been a wonderful resource. Our city's used it very wisely. I don't know if any of you have been down Division Street lately, East Main Street. There's 3 or 4 projects going on right now that are knocking my socks off. These are properties that we thought we were gonna lose, that we didn't think there was a future. We just matched them with the right people, and these right people are doing great jobs for us, so it's very exciting. And we're hoping these 4 get added to the list.
Just a reminder, we need 4 approval by 4 councilmen for the real estate resolution.
Okay. Irene, would you like to move this as housing and codes?
Sure.
Thank you. All right, next, resolution approving transfer of funds for foreclosure expenses, Alderman Marticello.
Yes, as you know, in the past, there's a lot of work, a lot of properties that need to be foreclosed. So what is the number right now?
I think we're at about 170.
It's about 170. So this, we hired, I believe they're Phillips Lytle
Philip Lytle, yeah.
and they're a law firm from Schenectady. And they're gonna handle all the proceedings, and they're gonna carry on the foreclosure and everything ready. And then when Colorado City auction comes in, they will auction off the properties, and then we're gonna have a foreclosure sale. And this company right here is doing all the labor.
This also includes cost for the title searches.
All right, which we,
It's not just the attorney's fees that are also the title searches.
And this, basically, this expense will be reimbursed for the sale, hopefully, well, no, don't worry, it'll be reimbursed. I meant the company's foreclosures, unfortunately, we make money, but we lose money. And we'll be taking the money from this and sale and reimbursing this line item.
I have a question. Last time we did the auction, the foreclosure auction, we removed the vacant lots and sold them separately. Would that be something, would a vacant lot need a title search, just like a property with a structure on it? Okay, so it wouldn't save us anything by removing the vacant lots before we went to this.
And they've all been done anyway, the searches.
Excellent. Yeah, this just piggybacks off of the approval we did previously with this company. Great. And yeah, the next resolution is regarding our meeting dates, since it's an organizational meeting. The Common Council will meet at 6 PM, the first and third Tuesday of each month. And the one change we have is for Election Day. We will do it the Monday before, as we did this year. The next resolution is a resolution appointing deputy mayor by the full council. We've all discussed it, and we're going to appoint this year Alderman Chris Carpenter as our next deputy mayor.
congratulations, Chris.
The next one is the sale authorizing or a resolution authorizing the sale of 2022 Main Street, also sponsored by Alderman Carpenter.
This is a resolution is for the city of Amsterdam was awarded $1 million grant through the Empire State Development for Restore New York. It's concerning property at 2022 Main Street. The Property Disposition Committee met on December 18th to review the applicants and chose Aurora Development as the person to give this to. Ron Gardner's over here. If you wanted to say anything, I think it's a really good program. It's going to be a nice building. We've spoken a couple of times socially when we've met. And if Dan's got anything he wants to add.
I think it's just Ron, if you want to talk a little bit about what your plans are for the property.
Sure.
You can come right up to the podium if you'd like, sir.
I don't feel worthy to come to the podium.
It's for you.
It's like coming to the pulpit, you know. But, me and my team, our partners, we're very excited about this unique opportunity to get involved specifically with 422 Main Street. We're looking at a mixed use component. We have apartments on the upper level and a commercial space on the lower level. And we're trying to, really get entrenched and involved in the excitement and things that's happening here. We're very focused on having workforce opportunities and that utilizing some of the things we've been doing in Schenectady and other parts of the capital region to get people introduced into the opportunities within the construction industry and not just on the Hamilton Chisel stuff, but other opportunities. You talk about the planning piece of it, architecture, engineering, things like that. So we're working with the school districts to, make that entry and pathway to workforce development. So we want to try to use it as a nice pilot program to influence, those type of initiatives while, making an important opportunity here in the city.
Great.
Thanks, Ron.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming today.
And good luck.
And Dan, thank you, and Justin or Jordan for the great work you did on getting this Restore grant processed and moved, and looking forward to it.
The next resolution is authorizing the mayor to execute a contract with the County of Montgomery for control of snow and ice on county highways. Alderman Marticello.
This is for Sandy Drive. It's located on the south side. It's the road that comes out of the River Ridge. And because it borders the city and the town, we have taken over that area. And we enter into a contract with the County of Montgomery and related to the control of the ice on the highway. And that's what this is all about.
Okay.
Our yearly designation. The next one is a resolution designating the committee assignments. Pretty self-explanatory on here where we've listed everybody. Alderman Carpenter, did you want to say anything on this?
Just that the changes that were made on here from the previous year were all changes that the council members suggested them for themselves. That's all. There were a team effort.
Sounds good. The next resolution designates the official media. Again, the Amsterdam Recorder, 1L, and WCSS 1490 is the official radio station, and of course our website is amsterdamny.gov. And you can find our meetings.
I was pushing for Access Hollywood, and they wouldn't go for it.
Now, Amsterdam Recorder is Daily Gazette, isn't it?
It's owned by the Gazette, but still
But they still call it
Recorder.
Amsterdam
Yeah.
Recorder.
Yeah.
And you can find us live stream on YouTube twice a month.
Thank God.
Like a news person now. The next one is Alderwoman Collins' resolution approving the audit.
Audit is fine.
Thank you very much for doing all that. Okay, refresh my memory with ordinance A. Are we voting tonight or we
It's
have?
introduction.
Oh, this is an introduction.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because we're, all right, no, another
Public
one.
hearing, now it's an introduction.
If you don't mind.
Yes, please.
So this,
I have no idea where we are right
this lands on the agenda at the suggestion of NICOM, stemming from a court decision that came out of Court of Appeals a couple of months ago. And essentially, in substance, what this does is legislates how the public can provide notice to the city about defects. And to say that another way, it makes it so that posting on social media or electronic communications are not sufficient, and that there has to be a paper notice made to the city. So we are following the recommendations and advice of NICOM and are enacting this legislation so long as the council approves it.
Yeah, I've seen other municipalities had to do this. Albany just recently passed it. They have see-click fix, and so it kind of, they had to do something with that too.
This is very well written. I did go over this. I also noticed though, it doesn't exempt us from being sued. It just puts us on notice. And that notice has to be written and turned over to the clerk's office. Am I correct?
That's right.
So someone that can walk into the clerk's office and wants to sue the city, you can hand it in. But our backing would basically say the fact that we have not been put on notice and the fact that being put on Facebook or anything like that.
Right.
That isn't.
Doesn't come.
A good example
That's
would be,
that's my
a
clarification.
good example would be an issue with a pothole type
Right.
thing, right? And now someone posts on the city page, hey, there's a pothole on such and such a street. What this legislation does is say that type of communication is not sufficient notice to trigger any liability on
I
parties.
think that's excellent.
Because
But if that
nobody would
notice
see it,
is-
nobody would see it, so therefore DPW would know about it, so we never had a chance to fix it and so on.
Right. But if that notice is filed with the clerk's office and we don't fix it, then they can sue us.
Correct.
So we
Yes,
have 24
we've been
hours.
served notice.
Right,
But I also know
which has always been the case.
we have 24 hours to fix it. Right?
Well, whenever the city learns of a defect, you have a reasonable time frame to cure the defect. It's not necessarily a 24-hour rule. It's
That's a reasonable in here?
It's reasonable.
Because it used to be 24.
What about signage? And so if there's a pothole and it's reported and DPW can't get to it right away, but they put signage up saying, a barrier or something, so then it's.
That's definitely a good idea. That falls into a different category though. That would be something dealing with a duty to warn. And certainly whenever there's a defect, then we know about it. Putting up a roadblock or signage to give a duty to warn is always a good idea. But that, I suppose, is mutually exclusive from this notice issue.
I have one other thing. So someone, and I get these a lot. In fact, you and I have talked about this. That's why I'm glad we did this. So someone comes in, because we have a city clerk, and she says, well, there's a problem here. Who notifies the DPW?
I would imagine that anything gets filed with the clerk's office would then get through inter-office communication.
Just so
Right.
our clerk would know.
Right.
If something does come in to you, something you would direct it to the department head, okay? All right. I don't want her to be blind, that's all. All right, thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much. No problem.
Questions?
We need a public hearing.
Yes, we'll schedule that when we get to it in the meeting, probably for 5:50, because then we'll also have ordinance B, introduction, with Alderman Holliday and Alderman Carpenter.
So I am going to let our chairman holiday
We voting on B or is that a hearing? Sure.
It's an introduction.
introduction.
Yeah.
This is the introduction, we'll need a hearing for this as well.
Okay.
The only thing I would say about ordinance B in terms of the public hearing is that you may very well get more than one speaker, so you might want to consider staggering the timing of the two public hearings and maybe do the ordinance B one first, perhaps.
Would you like to explain B, please?
Or just the stuff that we went over the last couple of weeks, and yeah, it's just the next step in the process here. So,
And basically it says that we're keeping everything the same.
For the most part, with the exception of the smoke shop stuff, we have some new stuff,
Increase
going
the
in there.
fines, correct?
The
Right,
fines
we've
and
increased the
stuff.
fine. We felt that the state requirements for distance were very acceptable due to the size of Amsterdam.
Yeah,
The
especially
distance hasn't
considering
been the
what we had
The way
already.
that
The
our
addition of
map
smoke
is
shops is
configured.
huge. And the best thing I think
Yes.
about the committee was that we went over everything to see what the existing regulations did, and we're happy with a lot of what they did. So it was really a good experience. I want to thank Tony Casale for the whole issue of the moratorium, et cetera. It really helped us take a pause.
Without a doubt, Chief Agresta and Grant.
Chief Agresta and Grant,
It most certainly was a team effort to get this done. In terms of the changes, I did my best under part one, the legislative intent, to put, to write in narrative form, here are the changes that are being enacted. So you should be able to discern them all from the part.
and to Chris's point, Grant Eagleston really did a great job incorporating everything, all your concerns, all of our concerns.
Yes.
So we're in great shape, I think, moving out of this.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thank you, Chairman Holiday.
Thank you too, sir.
The next resolution, on the consent 124, I'm sponsoring. It's a resolution for a budget transfer for the city clerk's budget. We just need to pull from contingency into contractual expenses to replenish some of the, operating expenses for the clerk's office. Our previous clerk made some really good changes and updated some of, the supplies and spent the money. And we need some more. Yeah, and actually, we're gonna be looking at some computer programs as well that the clerk's office is gonna need. So yes, we'll get that a little more up to speed with that. And we're all set with the contingency, Louise?
I'm sorry?
We're all set with the money from the contingency and everything?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Do you know how much was in this line previously?
Gosh, I can't remember. I'm so sorry. 600,000? We haven't tapped into it in the general fund. The general fund contingency, we haven't tapped into much yet this year. Unlike the.
No, I mean, what was in the contractual expense
Oh,
line
I'm
for the
so
clerk's
sorry.
office? Like estimate, did she spend $4,000 already, or was it?
No. The count is overdrawn by about 1,000. And this is to bring the account back, in the black, but also to,
Do you know what
Right,
the original
additional
budgeted for? I guess is the question.
remember from that report I gave you today?
How much?
Was it 6,000? But that includes.
I think it was
Six, yeah, there is about $3,000 in software licenses.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
That typically gets spent. Okay. Is that, all right, Alderman Wentz, okay. The next one, it's a big one, Alderman Carpenter, resolution budget transfer backwash waste tank pump replacement.
The backwash tank pumps at the water filtration plant have failed and require replacement. I did speak to city engineer Clark about it today, and I would like to turn the floor over to him so he can explain much more in detail because the amount we believe would be lower.
Thank you. These, the pumps in question, both of them have failed. The backwash waste tanks are on the outside of the building when the filters backwash periodically throughout the day. The portion of that, the backwash, which comes off of the filter beds, goes to waste. We then pump it from there into sanitary sewer on Locust Avenue, believe it or not. These pumps have failed due to repeated failures of those filter beds over the last several years, which we're also in the process of replacing. Starting right now, actually, if you remember that we've had that previous discussion earlier, multiple times earlier in the year, replacing 3 beds. So we've got to have these pumps. The urgency behind this comes from the fact that without the pumps in service, or without both pumps in service, we are subject to an overflow directly to Blunt Creek. A continued overflow of that backwash waste will make us subject to a speedies permit, and we do not want to go down that road. Which means that we would need to treat the backwash waste on site rather than send it to our wastewater treatment plant and treat it there. Effectively, we would have to create a separate wastewater system, so. The amount, in speaking with the plant manager, Zach Baxter, that 400,000, the equipment is estimated at 240. We don't have a firm number yet on the labor for a contractor and an electrical and a general to install that, because there's considerable amount of piping and there's new wiring and new variable frequency drives that need to go in along with controls. I estimate right now that to be about 80,000. I don't think it's gonna take that full 400,000, which I believe that's why the last whereas in that, I don't know if it's in the last whereas, but wherever it is in the resolution, that if whatever we don't use, we go back into contingency, assuming that's an acceptable way to word it.
Where does that leave us with the contingency?
Well, I mean, there's not a lot left. I don't have an exact number. I'm so sorry. But we have tapped into that a few times already this year, so that's why we want to put any funds back that aren't needed. Because I do believe we're getting toward the end of it, the contingency amount that we budgeted. In the water fund, just in the water fund.
And we'll have that next week, at the next meeting anyway.
Absolutely. I always
Yeah,
include
that's
it
when
in
you
my
do your
little summary.
report. Yeah.
Contingency balances, and I will definitely provide that.
Any other questions? All right, so with that, we are just about to 6 o'clock.
Okay, may as well stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alderman Quistamars.
Here.
Alderman Holliday.
Here.
Alderwoman Collins.
Here.
Alderman Carpenter.
Here.
Alderman Marticello.
Here.
I will make a motion to adopt the agenda with 2 consents. Any discussion? You can call the roll.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
We have no proclamations this evening or communications and presentations, but we are gonna now let the public have their opportunity to speak. You state your name and address, and you have a 5-minute time limit to tell us what you want to tell us.
My name is David Mbola. I'm a former alderman in the 2nd Ward. And the reason I'm coming here today is no new news to you. It's about the same thing that I've been complaining about for 4 or 5 meetings. It's that house across the street from me that's been uncertain, codes has been in there, and now it's got even worse. I can go up there now and see junk piled on the porch. This person gets mail every day and it disappears. I don't know what whoever the owner is now does with it. So I'd like to say hello to all y'all, ex-mayor Marticello, Manuel. And I want to know what you're going to do about that house. If you can tell me something positive, please do that. Ashley Onion, a great reporter, is here. I hope she takes a picture of me and puts it in the recorder. And if nothing's done,
Tony, do we have any updates on that house?
There's an ongoing case with that.
It's an ongoing case. I mean, I think that's all we can do at this
Can I
point.
finish?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're just trying to help
Yeah, just a minute.
by all means. Extra time for him if you
Thank you for your concern. I just want to know what you're going to do about it.
It's an ongoing investigation, so we're gonna continue to work on it and
Is it,
hopefully come
is
to.
it owned by anyone, or is it going to
It's
be?
not something we're gonna do back and forth here. I've explained this to you numerous times.
Yeah, I know, but you haven't done nothing.
You say I haven't done anything.
Well,
Codes is really
it's
gone
still
right now.
there.
Dave, listen, do you want an answer?
Yes, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So which part of it would you like the answer?
What are you going to do about it?
About the trees over the power lines? Nothing.
No.
About the car in the driveway?
In the swimming pool?
Yeah, we've done what we can, and then there's a court case going on. It's been to court.
Who owns it?
I'm not telling you.
That's
I don't
not the
think
role
you
of
can.
public
I'm
participation.
not telling you, I don't know the exact owner off the top of my head.
Right, if I could, this is not the role
Right.
of public
Yeah.
participation. You're here, you have the floor, you've given us your words. If you've got anything else to add, please
Was there
do.
a time limit on how long I
Yeah,
can?
5
Yes,
minutes, Dave,
5
but
minutes.
Dave, the point is that you brought it to our attention, it is being worked on, it's a process that we follow, it's going into court, we're doing everything we can, you know there are situations in our city where homeowners don't comply with codes, so we're working on it, it isn't like we're ignoring it.
There's a lot of in my work.
Well, there's a,
This man's
there's
work.
certainly, there's houses,
Right
problem
next door
houses,
to me. I
but
don't
that, because we don't do it, because a week goes by, or a month goes by, or 2 months goes by, or 4 months goes by, it doesn't mean we're not addressing them. It just means they're more complicated than you think they should be. But, and, we don't disagree with you, but we're following the process.
I know.
Okay,
I apologize.
no problem. No need to apologize. Thank you very much. Okay, anyone else in the public like to say anything? Okay, thank you very much. Mike, can we have an engineering report, please, sir?
You can always have an engineer report there. Thank you. Want to announce to everyone, like I did yesterday, excuse me, our office welcomed Alyssa Danforth to our staff, new engineer one, that is, she fills the slot vacated by previous engineer, Zach Baxter, who has now taken on a plant manager role of water and wastewater plants. She comes with good experience in municipal engineering, design, and the construction phase stuff, and we are lucky to have her, and I have high hopes.
So Zach manages both plants now.
Yes.
He is managing water and wastewater on the, we still have operators, of course.
Okay,
But
yeah.
he manages the technical end of things. He is managing personnel.
Have you combined like Randy's job and that other job into this plant manager, or?
Well, that is, the component of that's been combined. I mean, those two jobs are totally separate. They require different licenses and they're
Okay.
different skills and backgrounds, so you can't truly combine them. But what this plant manager does in both places is personnel management, the budget management, the design of any upgrades or replacements that are involved in concert with the rest of our office. And taking on the chief operator, or the person acting as the chief operator, still provides the day-to-day direction on the basic plant operations that you need to either provide clean wastewater or safe drinking water.
Thank you.
Also want to mention that the streetlight replacement program is ongoing. We've had a number of calls, sporadic throughout the city. Some questions from local residents. We've had reports, a few newly replaced LED fixtures that have either failed or out for whatever reason. Please, if anybody on the council or in the public becomes aware of them, please get that information to my office. I am, on a daily basis, anything like that that comes in, I'm transmitting it to the project manager for that replacement project because we're still under contract to have that work done. So I'd like to capture any of that information that comes in as soon as possible and get it to them so that we can, while they're still on site, and get it corrected. Let's see what else. As you know, that we previously awarded the general construction contract, the electrical contract for the golf course clubhouse, the HVAC mechanical contract, and the plumbing contracts were higher than we expected. We only had one bid on each. We have re-advertised those. They're up for bid now. And we have a bid opening set for those this Friday, January 10th.
Have you had success, Mike, in contacting new bidders? Or?
Yes, it's, there's been considerable contact this time, far more than last. And I'm happy to take all questions.
Any questions for the engineers? Okay, Mike, thank you. Louise, you're gonna do your formal report next meeting. Any questions for the controller? Moving forward. Okay. So there's no old business, I believe. And so we are on to new business with the resolutions, Stacy.
Resolution number 2425-113 by Alderwoman Quist Demars. Resolution adopting minutes of the last common council meeting.
So moved. You can call the roll.
Alderman Quist Demars.
Aye.
Do I keep saying alderman or am I saying alderwoman?
Alderwoman.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman
Aye.
Marticello. Resolution 2425-114 by Mayor Cinquanti, authorizing the mayor to sign a memorandum of agreement between the city and the Superior Officers Association regarding the terms and conditions of employment for the title of Deputy Chief of Police. Whereas the City of Amsterdam and the Superior Officers Association have engaged in discussions regarding the terms and conditions of employment applicable to the title of Deputy Chief of Police, and
You can go down to further resolve, the last line.
be it further resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately upon its passage.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quist Demars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-115, resolution authorizing the sale of city-owned properties by Mayor Cinquanti. Whereas the bids were advertised for the below listed properties and sealed bids were received between December 1st and December 18th. And whereas the Property Disposition Committee met on December 18th, 2024 to review all received applications, and they would like to recommend the below bids to be awarded now. Therefore, it be resolved, the below bids are hereby accepted. Address 5 Orange Street, purchaser LOA Group LLC, offer $8,000, occupancy 3 family, SBL number third.
You have to read that.
Just
Okay.
the addresses.
Just the addresses, okay. 91 through 93 Brookside Ave, 49 Mechanic Street, 13 McDonald Street.
Questions?
Oh, you want it?
Yeah.
So moved. Any questions?
Call the roll.
Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quist Demars.
Aye.
And Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-116, resolution approving transfer of funds for foreclosure expenses by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-117, resolution designating meeting by full council. Resolved, this meeting is designated as the first regular meeting of the Common Council for the year 2025. And be it further resolved, hereafter regular meetings of the Common Council shall be held on the first and third Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. with a regular next meeting scheduled for January 21st, 2025. And be it further resolved, the regular scheduled meeting for Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, Election Day, will be held on Monday, November 3rd, 2025.
So moved.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
And Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-118, resolution appointing deputy mayor by full council. Resolved that the pursuant to the provision of Article 3, Section C24 of the Amsterdam City Charter, Alderman Christopher Carpenter is hereby designated as deputy mayor to serve as presiding officer of the Common Council in the event of the absence or incapacity of the mayor, and to serve as acting mayor as provided for in the charter.
So moved. You can call the roll.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Congratulations, Chris, and Kelly, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
for your
everyone.
service.
Thank you.
Resolution 2425-119, resolution authorizing the sale of 20 through 22 Main Street, SBL 55.35-1-48 by Alderman Carpenter. Whereas the City of Amsterdam was awarded a $1 million grant through the Empire State Development's Restore New York Round 7 for the renovation of 20 through 22 Main Street. And whereas on April 25th, 2024, the City of Amsterdam procured the services of Jeffrey D. Morey of the Pyramid Brokerage Company of Albany to list and sell 20 through 22 Main Street, who subsequently listed and showed the property to prospective buyers. And whereas the Property Disposition Committee met on December 18th, 2024, to review all applications and have recommended the sale of 20 through 22 Main Street to Aurora Development and Holdings, Inc. in the amount of $55,000. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the sale of 20 through 22 Main Street to Aurora Development and Holding, Inc. is hereby authorized.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-120, resolution authorizing mayor to execute contract with County of Montgomery for control of snow and ice on county highways by all right.
Call the roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-121, resolution designating committee assignments by full council. Whereas the Common Council, as its organizational meeting, shall form standing and special committees. The Common Council, by majority vote, shall appoint and remove council members to the committees from time to time as the Common Council shall deem necessary. The names of the Common Council members appointed to any committee, together and its chairperson, shall be designated in the appointment resolution. The chairperson may designate from time to time any employee, consultant, or other individual to receive notification of committee meetings by the clerk. Now, therefore, be it resolved. The standing committees and areas of responsibility are outlined in the charter, 154 committees. The committee shall consist of all members of the Common Council, chaired by the council person listed below.
So moved.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-122, resolution designating official media by full council.
So
Resolved,
moved.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-123 by Alderman Collins, resolution approving audit.
So moved.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution.
We'll go to consent.
Use
first.
consent resolution.
Oh, consent.
So 24.
Resolution 2425-124, consent by Alderwoman Quista Mars. Resolution budget transfer, city clerk's budget.
Can you just read the resolved, please?
Yes. Resolved, the controller is authorized to make the following 24-25 budget transfer. Decrease expense, A.
Just go to contingent. You can
Okay.
skip the numbers, yeah.
So contingency,
Yep.
4,000 to contractual expense, 4,000.
Perfect. So moved. Any discussion? You can call the roll.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Resolution 2425-125, consent by Alderman Carpenter. Resolution budget transfer, backwash waste tank pump replacements. Whereas the backwash waste tank pumps at the water filtration plant have failed and require replacement. Whereas the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation is discouraging the overflow of backwash waste to Bun Creek to avoid the need for a SBDES permit. Whereas the current pumps cannot sustain discharge rates as designed. Whereas the city engineer has approved a new pump package design that meets requirements outlined above. Resolved, the controller is authorized to make the following 2024-25 budget transfer based on the estimates. If the actual replacement cost is less than estimated, then any excess funds will be returned to contingency. Decrease expense contingency, 400,000. Increase source of supply equipment, 400,000.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Did we set the public hearing?
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quista Mars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Thank you. We need to set two public hearings.
Public hearings.
Just read the introduction.
To ordinance A.
Yes.
Yeah, part one.
Part 1, legislative intent. By the way of background, Chapter 157 is presently reserved, as was previously the location of notice requirements upon the city, with the chapter having been repealed in 2007. The New York Conference of Mayors having made recommendations to municipalities to adopt local laws to address holdings made by the New York State Court of Appeals last month in the case of Calabrese versus City of Albany, and the intention of the instant legislation is to codify prior written notice of defect procedures to address the court's holding and limit the city's exposure from electronically submitted written reports of defects.
That's good.
What time on that one, where that's gonna be the shorter one?
Yeah, I would suggest 5:55 for this one.
Make the other one.
Or the other one, I would
14.
On the
suggest the other
21st.
one be at
Next meeting
5:45.
is,
Yeah, fair enough.
21st.
And this one's gonna be at 5:55.
Yeah, yes, the one we just did, June 21st, or January 21st, 5:55. First day of summer.
Let's hope. All right. Ordinance B.
Stacy, just after you read the title, can you just read part one? I know it's a little long, but I feel like it wraps everything up in a nice package for the people to hear.
Yes.
Cool, thank you.
An ordinance modifying chapter 250 of the Amsterdam City Code relating to the cannabis-related business, tobacco, or vape consumption business and smoke shops. Part 1, legislative intent. By way of background, in August 2024, definitions were added to the Amsterdam City Code due to the recent legalization of recreational adult use cannabis by the state of New York, which has led to widespread sprouting of smoke shops, vape shops, and businesses that are primarily engaged in such activities and/or activities relating to the sale of paraphernalia for all smoking, vaping, and/or tobacco products, be it cannabis or non-cannabis. The intention of the instant legislation is to modify Chapter 250 of the Amsterdam Code in the following ways. First, to add the term and definition of licensed adult use cannabis microbusiness to Section 250-4 of the Amsterdam City Code. Second, to add smoke shops, tobacco, or vape consumption businesses and licensed adult use cannabis micro businesses as being authorized subject to the issuance of a special use permit in the downtown core district, employment district, commercial corridor, and light industrial districts. Third, to codify buffering and spacing restrictions for cannabis-related businesses, smoke shops, and tobacco or vape consumption businesses. Fourth, to modify penalties for violation for any provision of Chapter 250 of the Amsterdam City Code for a fine not less than $100 and not greater than $1,000, and/or incarceration for a period of not more than 15 days, with each day that the violation continues constituting a separate offense.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we'll do this at 5.
I would recommend 5:45.
5:40, 5:45, yeah. Same date, 5:45.
Oh,
Yeah. If those go long, Tony, what happens, you know? We keep pushing back, or does it?
I mean, they go until they go, until they're done.
Okay.
When they're done, then we have a public hearing. It could potentially result in the common council meeting starting after 6.
Okay.
we can always revisit the committee of the whole after the common council meeting when those are cut short as well.
All right, is there any other discussion that would like to bring anything up?
Good job today, Stace.
Thank you. Nice job. Welcome, Stacy. I will make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. Alderwoman Chris Marsh.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
You always miss that vote. Every time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Stacy.
And-